Today's guest, Lucas Dantas, went from working as a media buyer to building his own SaaS from scratch. And in just months, he has grown to 140 sub accounts and 13K MRR. It all started when he launched a free course in early 2024, and now he's running his own business powered by GoHighLevel. Originally from Brazil and now in Iowa, he brings a unique perspective on how SaaS can scale in international markets with automation, integrations, and client success at the core of his model. Welcome, Lucas. How are you?
Thank you so much for inviting me, Tina. It's amazing to be here, talking about my experience with High Level, and hopefully can inspire some people to start their own SaaS, to start their own business, powered by High Level, which is amazing. That a tool that lets you live more and a tool that works for you and lets you live more, enjoy life more.
Nice. Tell us, do you have already collected your SaaS award, your 100 gold SaaS plate from High Level?
Not yet. I did get an email a couple of weeks ago. I wanted the prize. Like I already have a place to put it right there, but I need to go there, do the handshakes, the celebration. And I found out I don't even get out of there with the plate. I still need to wait until they ship it to me. So I need to be patient. I will wait and then I will enjoy the plate.
But wait, they give it to you on stage for the picture, and then you can't take it? Is it not yours? Is it
No.
just like one for everyone?
Yeah, it's just the
Probably.
handshakes, but then they ship it to you, which will have like your name, your DBA, or your agency name or SaaS name.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
it's only what, 2 more months, and then you can have it there?
I know. Yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as I had already booked the tickets before I even knew about the price, so I had a feeling. Last year when I was at the event, I've met Pavel. He's probably known. Everyone that follows iLevel probably know him, and I told him I see myself in that stage next year. So he said, "Yeah, that's good. It like feed off this good energy." So yeah, I want to be there again, and it happened. It happened. So I'm
Very
very
nice.
happy
Good
about this.
visualization, good manifestation right there.
Yeah, I wanna visualize more things when I go there again.
Nice. So tell us, last time you were there, that's about 10 months ago now. What has changed? Where did you start? You went from a media buyer at a digital marketing company to running your own SaaS with 140 subs now. What was the turning point that made you say, hey, I'm going to build my own SaaS?
It's a long story. I was a media buyer at a digital marketing agency, and all I was doing is running ads, but I have come from an IT background, so I have done other CRM implementations in the past, but always from the IT perspective, wasn't mine didn't think I was doing automations. For me, I was just configuring a software. But
Yeah.
when I saw High Level, there was someone that introduced High Level to us at the agency, and we started using for our clients, getting better results for them on their ad campaigns. And then it clicked. I saw on YouTube that nobody was talking about this tool in Portuguese. So I started doing that. I didn't think that I was going to build my business when I released the first video. I thought it was going to be good for my YouTube channel. That's my retirement plan. So I started, I have always done tutorials. So my YouTube channel started just creating like WordPress tutorials, how to do some things with Google Tag Manager. But then I started talking about High Level in Portuguese. It just went to a direction that I wasn't thinking. People started getting in touch with me asking, how do you do this? How does it work? Like, can I do that for my business as well? And it was like, it happened naturally. I saw that, oh, I have a better chance of building my business with info products, with SaaS, with High Level. And then slowly I've I've I built my free course in 2024. January was my first free course. And one funny story is that I've joined the course to identify an expert that I can use High Level to launch him. And the more I was creating content about High Level, more I saw myself in that situation of the expert. So, in, so my plan completely changed. I was going to be like a co-producer, like a co-launcher, and I decided to launch myself, my SaaS,
I
and
love
now I'm
that.
here.
Amazing. So good for you. So tell us, how did you transition from being a 9 to 5 in a 9 to 5 job to then running your own SaaS? Did you build your own client base first, bit by bit? If so, how many months did you take to transition? What was the point where you said, okay, now finally I'm going to do this full time?
I would say that so I met High Level that was like on April of 2023. And the month of the Level Up Summit was the month that I said, okay, I'm no longer working for the agency. We still have some deals that we do like in a contract basis, like a contractor. But that's when I told them like, okay, now I'm in a turning point. So it was like it took me 14 months to build 100 clients, to have 100 clients, active clients, but
Mhm.
I was building other side of the business as well. The affiliate side, the info product side. So on October, that's when I was ready to fly with my own wings. And then 1 year later, well, almost 1 year later, we're we're getting an award. So it's amazing. I love it.
Yay, very nice. I'm so happy for you. So good for you. And the course, tell us about the course. What did the course cover? And it is in Portuguese. You're targeting the Portuguese market, is it?
Yes, it's
The
all in
Brazilian?
Portuguese. Well, today in the world, Brazilian Portuguese is the language that's most spoken, but it came from Portugal. But it's just that we have a lot more people online. We have a lot more people in our country. So
Mhm.
Brazilian Portuguese is widely more spoken than the regional Portuguese. But in my course, I have several people from Portugal. There are people from Angola, Mozambique. Those are other countries that speak Portuguese as well. But it's mostly Brazilians. Like 85%, I would say, even 90% is Brazilians. But there are Brazilians that live in the United States, Brazilians that live in United Kingdom. They live all over the world. And of course, Brazil's as well.
Very cool. And the course, did you push that course on YouTube? What was the course about? Why did people sign up for that course?
So it's basically a free course so people can take their first steps. So they understand how the funnel works, how the automation works, tools they can connect. It gives them like the overview how the system can be used. And it's I did it for free. And I use my YouTube content to get people in. Sometimes I do run ads every now and then on Meta, on Google Ads or YouTube, but it's mostly organic that people join my course. And then I build a collab as well, the community and Go collab, which helps. But anyway, the course is for people who want to do their first steps. They are not sure if the tool is right for them. So the free course is for them to realize that, oh, this tool can be used for me. So
Yeah.
the free course also helps them realize that there is a cheaper option than signing with High Level themselves. So they do use my sub account. So I have all these plans. So, for example, someone wants to do several accounts. I give them one account with a support plan and then the other accounts at a lower price. But then if people just want one account, there's like a regular price that people can enjoy and they get the full course, which is every week, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm on Zoom sessions giving them explanation about how some of the features work. If they have any
Yeah.
doubts, they can jump into the sessions as well. It's a group session on Zoom that I do with all the SaaS clients.
So it's basically like a weekly office hour, twice a week office hours where they can pop in and ask, cool. Who are these business owners that you potentially sell your SaaS under you? What type of clients are these?
So for my plans, I provide a pack of funnels, a pack of automations, but I'm not niched in any sense, not yet. I do have plans to niche down on some markets that I am diving deep now, but it's more like a general. I have several types of automation. So it's automations for calendars, automations for funnels, automations for info products. So any type of company, they are able to use my SaaS. So we have clinics. So we have med spa as well. And it's not only in Brazil. I have clients in Iowa that use my SaaS as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's very good and because it gives you so much flexibility. You know, if I wanted, I could create like a page in Spanish, having someone to handle that part for me and maybe translate my course to Spanish as well. It's just that language that I do not know, but that's why I can do in English and Portuguese. And it's just I love this being able to have the clients in here in Iowa and also being able to support them in Brazil.
Amazing. How do you find your clients, the med spa, for example? How do you pitch to them? And what kind of features do you pitch to them or systems? And if you're ready to start your very own SaaS journey with High Level, I've got you covered. Use my link in the show notes below to grab a free trial or to upgrade your existing subscription and benefit from the bonuses I've put together specifically for you. Don't wait, this is the same platform powering the stories you have just heard.
So here I Most of the clients that I get is mouth to mouth. And so they heard about me, or they might saw on a website that was powered by magnetic funnel, so I always put at the bottom.
Ah,
And
nice.
when people get in touch with me, they are usually looking for help with ads. So what I do is I create the packages so I can deliver the ads in high level on the back end. So
Uh-huh.
most of the times the clients that I get here, it's like meta ads or local service ads with high level in the back end to do the automations, to do the lead generation, lead qualification for
Right.
them. In
Right.
Brazil, it's most done do yourself. And then I'm on the Zoom sessions to help them with whatever problem they have.
Nice. So you're packaging up with a particular service, which is, I think, very good because the more you can get done for your clients, the less they have to do and the higher the stick rate is. Would you agree to that?
Yes, of course. SWAS is amazing when you can bundle high level automations. I'm not even talking about high level itself. You can do automations with several types of features, several type of tools. But when you have the lead generation part and the lead qualification, that's when your clients get happy. I used to send my clients just the list of leads, but now I can send them like qualified leads or appointments, and it's just better. That's how you can increase your high pitch ticket.
Nice. So what would be the typical package you're selling? Is there different tiers? Is there different promises? Hey, this many leads or this much ad spend we need. How do you package this up?
So my main package today is local service ads with high level, and depending on the budget, it goes from 697 to 1497, and that's a type of work that doesn't require a lot of head work. Of course, you do need to build the automations. So if you're getting like a new client at a new niche, that does give you a lot of work. But I usually tend to get clients that they need the booking aspect, lead qualification and booking, because then I already have the automations ready. I already have some snapshots that I can easily adapt to them. So most of the time, that's the package. And of course, I can include SEO as well. But I I'm thinking. I'm starting to think that it's better for me to just make my offer simple and scale than try to add a lot of things that I might have to hire other freelancers to fulfill. So I'm trying to do the simple and scale the simple.
Right, right. And are you thinking about niching down in terms of a specific industry or in terms of a specific offer? And for you guys out there, niching down doesn't always mean you only work with med spas or you only work with like a particular industry, so to speak. You can also just niche down and sell a particular feature such as reviews or lead
Yes.
nurturing or evergreen funnels or something like that.
Live
As
chat.
Lucas,
People do that.
yeah,
Just
live
a live
chats,
chat.
AI. So what are you thinking? Where are you going with this?
So I do have another page where I have a good following, and most people are influencers that follow the page. I wouldn't say most people, but there's a lot of influencers that follow the page because of the content we create. So that's my next step. That's my next move. That's for Brazil. I'm going to build a SaaS for influencers that use social media. The plan is basically they will just worry about creating content, and their automations on social media is going to do the rest for them. Share their offers, share their communities, share whatever they want people to join to see.
You just gave me back that keyword. I wanted to ask a question earlier about Go Collab community. What's going on in there? What are you building there, and how is that helping out your business?
For me, it's more of a place that people can concentrate their questions and be sure that I'll answer them. In Brazil, we have WhatsApp and we have WhatsApp groups. And it's insane the amount of messages that gets there. So it's really hard for you to support like a lot of clients. Like in my case, it's more than 140. So it's really hard to support all of them in a WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp
Yeah.
group is for other people to interact with each other. And they do help each other. So that's good because it's not like I need to be there all the time to answer questions. But on Go Collab, people can put there like a video with the question. So it's like it's better for me to answer questions there because I know more information is going to be on the post than people just asking, "Hey, my automation broke. What do I need to do?" You know. So
Right.
that's why I like Go Collab. But I mentioned like school. I still think school has more features. You know, it does gives a better user experience for people that are there. And I hope high level can evolve this side of their business, the communities, because it can be huge.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I mean, every week there's new updates, so it's just a matter of time.
Hmm. I believe that too.
So it's awesome that you then have this group separately for support and people help each other. So how many people are working in your company? Is it just you?
It's just me as a full-time, but I have other 3
Nice.
freelancers that I use. Most of them are in Brazil. I did have some help, when I get clients here and I help with fulfilling, I do reach out to other people like Honduras or Mexico, but, people that does have knowledge of the English language. But other than that, it's all in Brazil. I have a social media, I have a guy that helps with funnels and automations, and it's doing really well. And I'm starting to bring other people to the community to do presentations on subjects that I might not be in touch with. So in Brazil, people use several tools that I won't have any access to it because we don't use here in America. So there are people that are doing integrations with those tools. So I try to invite those people to do presentations in our community, so people get more knowledge and see how high level can be used with their domestic tools as well.
Amazing. I love that you have a small team. I'm all about keeping it small, and I'm not a person who wants to have a huge team. I like to keep my team small, and I like to obviously automate as much as possible. How are you feeling about that? Do you want to grow a team? Do you want to become really, really big? How do you feel about that in the future?
So I never wanted to be a CEO of anything. I um I have always been a technical guy. I have always been the guy to give me a list of things and I'll deliver that. I used to be that type of guy. But with high level, it made me change how I think about business. I do still think that I want to create other business, but automated business, business that I do not have to be there all the time. I do not need like a lot of people to fulfill things. So that's mostly what I think. So sometimes I think about maybe a storage unit powered by high level that everything is automated. I want to build my SaaS as much as I can, but also think about other business that I can create in the meantime.
Awesome. You emphasize automations, online sales, and integrations. What's the most powerful automation you've set up that drives growth or retention?
So I do a combination of the lead qualification, bookings, and then the reviews on Google. And I found out
Hmm.
that's the best way to do it for restaurants, for consultants, for insurance agencies, for car repair shops. I feel like this is the best way for you to run actually to grow a business on autopilot because you're qualifying the leads, you're booking them, and then 15 hours later or 24 hours later, based on the outcome of the meeting of the appointment, you send them a review request. That's what works. The simple still works. That's what I'm trying to get. The simple still works. People maybe they put a lot of things on a workflow, but the simple still works.
Amazing. What's your process for deciding what to integrate or automate next, and how do you balance building versus overcomplicating then?
Well, with my clients here in America, since I do offer service, I'm monitoring more. So, for example, when I use AI for clients, I'm there like every week looking at the conversation, seeing if the answers were properly given, if there's anything that needs to be optimized on the prompt. But it's basically like communication with client to make sure that whatever you're doing, they are aware that any changes in their offers, we reflect them in the campaigns that we're running. But I would say the main thing is communication. Like if you are
Yeah.
communicating with your client, they just feel like they're being supported. Last like I couple of weeks ago, I launched the AI agent for a med spa, and they were afraid because they knew that they haven't provided all the answers for the AI agent. But I told them, let's launch it. And me and Stacy, it's one of the employees, we're going to be looking at the conversations every day. And Stacy knows about the business more than I, but Stacy can help me saying that this is how we should respond, and then I can train her on how to do these adjustments. Like the conversation, I make it really easy for you to do these adjustments. But sometimes like your client's afraid of doing some things, but you need to calm them down, show them, oh, this is how you do it. And sometimes it's just like putting a live chat there. Don't do any AI, and they will see that they need an AI agent. They'll get bothered by that many messages that they'll get and they will think, oh, maybe I do need an AI agent.
Right. So did you install the AI chat conversion, like the chat widget, or did you install the AI caller?
It was the live chat, just the live chat widget
Nice.
for people to answer questions, have questions about their procedures,
Right.
pricing, a little bit of the pricing. We don't disclose everything, but
Yeah.
that was mostly it. My client, she was calling me and say, "I don't want to be answering these people anymore. How do we fix the situation?" And my employee, she needs to be working on the clients. She can't be monitoring those messages. So
Yeah.
that's
Perfect.
that's the first step that they need AI.
Right. Amazing. What worked best for getting your first, let's say, 20 to 30 subs, and what changed when you scaled past 100?
So in the beginning was tough because it was my first time doing it. I wasn't trying things out in terms of content, in terms of offer. So some mistakes that I have done was in the pricing. Sometimes you need to put more value out before you can turn your prices like in premium prices. A few things that I've done was, okay, I'm going to put more content out. I'm going to help people to get to point A to point C, and then I'm going to have like different prices where people they're already okay. I see that this guy can help me. I'm gonna get the full price because I'm gonna have the Zoom sessions, and I know that's gonna help me. But from other people, they might think some other people that are my profile. They are like self learners. I didn't do a high level course. I learned by myself, making mistakes, getting it right as well. But I didn't go through a course. I didn't pay a coach to help me with high level. So a lot of people I see that they're gonna join my SaaS. They're gonna join my community, thinking of seeing what I'm doing and copying. Some people would just say, "Oh, I can learn this by myself." So I just learn for free and then do my own thing. So in the beginning, it was a lot of that. But then after putting better content that will help like people putting together their first automations, giving them
Uh-huh.
funnels, giving them automations, that's when I was able to scale. My
Yeah.
best month last year was during the Level Up Summit. And that was the month that I put most of the content of, and of course, being there helped a lot. People seeing that I was next to Sean Clark, I was next to those people, it helped a lot. And I
Nice.
think this year is gonna help a lot too.
Amazing. So good to hear that.
It's a new market, so it's hard for you to have like authority because like high level was built 7 years ago. So it's not like there's someone out there with 20 years of experience in high level and they have done everything. And of course, in these emerging markets, high level is not a thing yet. So there's practically nobody that can be like an authority. So what you need to do is to put out content that will help people. That gives you more credibility. That makes people trust you. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have a business right now. It's because of all the content I put in the past. I see sometimes people there, they join my SaaS and they have been receiving my emails for 12 months, 6 months, you know? So it's something that you build with time. And of course, there are people that are going to see this as an opportunity. They're going to create content just to get affiliates, but they still don't know all the ins and outs. And when people join their community, they see that, oh, I don't have the support that I need here. So some of these people ended up going to my community because we have a solid foundation. I've been creating content for almost 2 years now about high level. So yeah, so I feel like I'm ready. I put myself in a situation that I need to answer questions every day. It's any type of question. And I don't know 100%. So I'm basically there to say, oh, I'm here to support you. If I need to open a ticket for you with high level, I will. If I need to help you with translating your question from Portuguese to English, I will as well. I will get your video. I'll put subtitles in English and send to their support so they can see what's happening. So it's basically supporting your clients until the end. I would say was understanding how the market works and also supporting your clients. Sometimes I have no limits to where I'm going to support my clients. Of course, there are limits when it comes to time, when it comes to living your life, but I don't measure efforts to help my clients.
Understood. And you just mentioned a very important part. I find it's really important to give some pre-built automation, some pre-built funnels specifically for your audience, because that will save them so much time. Instead of them, every single person building it from scratch, you can just build it once and then push it into your sub accounts and boom, there you go. There they have it. So what kind of funnels automations would you say are the most successful ones that you've built aside from the that you already mentioned, like the review management, the lead qualification? And yeah, how long did it take you to build those? And are people happy with it?
So like I told you, I'm not niche down. So the funnels I've created were more generic funnels. So I have funnels for info products. There are funnels for the booking, for bookings, funnels for reviews. There are funnels for basic like lead generation, like just maybe like an ebook.
Sure.
And there's also funnels for local businesses. So I try to give them the tools and say, okay, so you're a lawyer. I think the calendar funnel will work better for you. If you are a local business, take a look at the templates for the local business funnels that I have put for you. And there are automations for lead generation. There are automations for missed call text back.
Yeah.
There are automations for review management. So I try to pack with a basic structure that people can, okay, so it's just plug and play this. I have this funnel. The ones that I don't need, I'm going to delete. So that's basically it. But what's missing now, it's niching down, and that's my next move. And I think if I niche down with my audience, I think it can work really well.
Interesting. So a lot of SaaSpreneurs struggle with churn. How do you support the clients until they achieve their goals in a way that keeps them around? Like, what have you seen as the biggest churn killer in your business?
So at the beginning, I had a very hard churn rate. And because I didn't provide all the tools, or maybe it was not complete to a point that people can fly with their own wings in the system. My plan doing SaaS in Brazil, the do it yourself, is that people can do it themselves. That's it. They are able to get into the account and do that everything themselves. One thing that I noticed is when I was doing the Zoom support sessions, that's when I saw that the churn rate was reducing. Before that,
Yes.
I would say that every four people, two was leaving. So I had a very high churn rate because people would only go to the WhatsApp group, but it was just like a bunch of people. So they didn't actually see, oh, how I'm going to be helped here if I need any help with the system. So doing the support, and I think now we're going to 50 weeks in a row doing support Tuesday and every Tuesday and Thursday. That was the main switch, the main thing that I've done that I've done it different that made my churn rate go from 50% to 10% now. And looking at the statistics, every 10 people that join my SaaS, after 3 months, man, it's just like if 10 people, let me correct. If 10 people join my SaaS and they stay for 3 months, eight of them stay. So I figure out a way to help people in this first 3 months. Even though they don't get the highest plan, they get access to some of the Zoom sessions. I send them invites as they progress through the course. There are some specific modules that I know that people will have some questions after those modules. So I have automations that after they watch that module, they are invited to one of the Zoom sessions. And it's not like I'm inviting anyone to a Zoom session. I'm inviting someone that's just saw content, and I know that they are will have some questions. I know because people ask those questions. I see on the comments of those classes. That's what I've done. I created smart automations based on the modules to invite them to the Zoom sessions. And when they get their answers, when they get their questions answered, they will see, oh, maybe I need to upgrade to the higher tier.
Beautiful. I like that you strategically placed those office hours just behind the next module where you already know people will struggle. That's really cool. I've never heard that before. That's awesome. So your support system seems built up pretty well. 2 support sessions per week, an additional Go Call Up group and a WhatsApp group anyway, and then additional sessions they can book inside of your course. Pretty
Yes,
sick.
yes.
That's pretty good. And you're doing all of this by yourself. You're not outsourcing this at all.
I want to delegate some things. It's just like right now, I don't feel comfortable putting anything in the situation that I put myself every week. But at some point, I will delegate that. Some things that I see other companies doing, like the office hours. That's something that I was inspired by what other company in the GHL universe was doing, like the weekly office hours. So those are things that we can add to our offers, to our business, to make our SaaS more efficient. Maybe you don't have the time to do the Zoom sessions, but you can have someone else in your team doing the Zoom sessions just so you can get more people in your SaaS. The support helps a lot. It's just insane how that really changed how my retention rate was with the SaaS.
While I have you here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave me a like, because most of you are constantly watching, but you're not subscribed. It will help out this channel tremendously if you would just hit the subscribe and like button and even leave a comment below. Thank you. Amazing. And I think after, people came on the call a few times after you've onboarded it properly, that's how it is with my SaaS, for example. They don't really send in too many tickets anyway. I have my tickets in-house and I used to have it outsourced, which I don't recommend for various reasons. So I think you as a business owner can learn so much about what needs to be updated and learn about your audience as well when you see the tickets coming in and the actual questions they're asking. People are not asking that many questions after you've done the first few weeks successfully. Like somebody comes in new, yes, they're being bombarded with many different buttons and menus and menu items and this and that, where to click and what to see and what to watch. And key in my onboarding is always I tailor the whole onboarding session to their business. And on the onboarding session, we actually build out together the most important thing for them, whatever that is. For one person, it may be calendar. For the other person, maybe freebie funnel. But they leave the session mind blown. They're like, oh my God, I would have never done this by myself. And then you just nurture them with emails and introduce different features and things like that. But for me, on my end, even with a higher number, I haven't reached 100 yet, but with a higher number of clients, tickets are still okay. Like I'm not being bombarded. How is it for you?
It's kind of like that too. Like I said in the beginning, without the support channel that I have every week, was hard to manage because sometimes it's not even that's like it's tickets that is hard to solve. It's just it's a lot of questions, easy questions that you can have a better course out to answer those questions. You can have a better support system to have those questions answered. And for me, it was both understanding what questions were being asked and creating the content to provide those answers, and also being able to do the Zoom support sessions. High Level has an update every week. So even if you have the best course today, fully updated tomorrow is not going to be. And you're not going to create a whole new 40-minute class because there's one thing that switched. It's the support Zoom sessions is the way for you to fill out those holes that the updates might leave.
Right. You've said you bring a unique perspective for international markets. Can you explain what you've seen internationally that SaaSpreneurs in the US might be missing?
I would say that people that people that know the English language and they are from different countries, High Level is a new market. Is a new market in the US. There's a lot of competitors, of course, but the further you go away from here, the less competition you will see. And we are living in a time now, it's the created economy. People that have like the ability to communicate, they are good learners. I would say it's a blue ocean to learn about High Level, to provide content on High Level. Even if you're learning, that's what I've done as well. Like I learned first, and as I was learning, I was putting content out. And then I got my certification as well. And you build your authority. You create content that will help people. You're not an expert, but you will create content that will help people. People will start trusting you. You will get clients. You will provide results. You will prove what your automations. You prove your results by the numbers that you show. Like you will get clients. Get into this now, learn about High Level, do in your native language, and it's going to be very good in the long term. It's going to be amazing. Like I think there are 5 people in Brazil that create content, and it's just insane the networking that was able to build just creating content. I'm not in Brazil, but I have met people from Brazil that I would never have met if I wasn't on YouTube. So I definitely recommend. It's gonna be a game changer.
I can feel your passion coming through the screen. It's nice. So good. You're high level certified. How has that training shaped your SaaS? Did it give you an edge compared to figuring it all out on your own?
Yes, yes, of course. Again, it's a new market, so credentials on High Level help, but being able to help people help a lot more. But sometimes the credential will help you, especially on the directory High Level. The High Level directory, people can search for people that speak any language there and see their qualifications, see their certification. So that helps bringing leads as well. I have had leads coming from the directory. Some of them became affiliates. Some of them became SaaS clients. Some of them didn't there was no negotiation, but it's another way for you to stand out from other people. I remember when I got my certification, I was the only one that was speaking Brazilian Portuguese. There was one that was from Portugal, but he didn't list Portuguese as a language. He was from Portugal, but only English was the language that he chose. And on the directory, I was the only one with Portuguese. So being the only one helps you as well. And I feel like the languages that High Level have added recently, I know there are not a lot of people doing content in those languages. So it's an opportunity for people to create content on those. And even if they're just agency owners, that's gonna help bring clients as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 100%, especially on YouTube. YouTube has been a game changer for me. Like the amount of leads that are coming in through my channel, it's unbelievable. For
And
both,
it's
for
good leads.
coaching, for affiliates, for SaaS, for generally go high level done for you. It's good leads for sure. YouTube are high quality leads. So people out there, if you are looking to work from anywhere, work online, we're going to place a link in the show notes below where you can sign up for this course, the high level certification. Go through the course. I've been through it as well. It is a long course, but it will teach you many, many things. And then you can also get specialized in different areas like courses, AI, ads, social media, and so on and so forth. And then just start off your YouTube channel. And like Lucas says, if you speak a second language, choose that language and just pump out content, and clients will fly through the door without any questions. So
Yeah. Yeah, of
100%.
course it's not like putting the first video and the clients are gonna rank clients for you. But as more content you put out, the more people will help. People, like you said, good leads. It's
Right.
going to be the best meetings I have is with people that met me from my YouTube channel. You know, it's the best meetings because people are not
Yeah.
trying to see if you are real, if
Right.
if what you have to offer is a scam. You know, people, they've seen your video for so many times.
Yes.
Sometimes they feel like they actually know you. Like some people, they
Yeah.
see my cat here in the background. They say, "Oh, I've seen that cat several times on your videos," and it's
Nice.
crazy. It's like you're talking to a friend.
It's so nice. Yeah. Oh, 100%. And closing the deal the other day, closed a high ticket deal, coaching deal in 20 minutes from a person I have never met before, but they've been through my channel. And what if that come through another funnel where I don't have a YouTube channel running and I sell different things? It probably maybe I would have also closed it, but it would have been a longer journey. So there is the rule of the 7 hours content, right? Like people need to watch 7 hours roughly of your content in order to be ready to buy from you. And it's so easy to just do that with YouTube. And, you don't even need to do advertising. It just happens organically.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
one of the things I also do is besides creating content on YouTube, Loom helps a lot. You know, like you're putting like just like whenever there's an update, you're putting out those bits of content just to help people out. For example, the workflow prop plan, they've just added some other tiers, which is really helpful for people that use those premium actions. So the first time I see that, so okay, I'm gonna create a quick Loom and send to everyone in the community, and people already signed up for it. Like some people already signed up for it because they
Beautiful.
are, yeah, because they are spending money, and it's helpful content that you put out. Sometimes
Nice.
just telling your clients about the new updates, the new features in High Level, help them understand. Oh, this is going to be good for me. And for some people, it's not. Maybe it's not. Doesn't make sense for them, so they won't see it. But you're putting out content. You're telling them, oh, there's a new thing that could be good for you.
Right. Amazing. Let's talk mindset a little bit. What's been your biggest setback on this journey and how did you push through it?
I would say that like imposter syndrome, it's in the beginning, that was one of the things that was pushing me back, you know, but what made me realize that it's not like I was an imposter. It made me realize that I had the confidence was people asking me questions, people joining the free course. Like on January, I put a course. It was my first course. I didn't know what I was doing, basically. I knew that I needed to put out content. I needed to create a structure of knowledge that will help them guide through them the application. But it was my first course. So I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. And asking questions from people, understanding what can be better, what are their frustrations, and creating the content for that, and then seeing people say, "Oh man, this really helped me." it builds up your confidence. Man, now I feel like I can do more. At the beginning, I said, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, or maybe, oh, I should wait until I have like a huge success case on this. But you can still put content out that will help people, that will make them realize how some of the features can be used. Because sometimes the people that are watching, they already have in their mind what they want to do. And when you just show them the mechanism, they already feel that they have been helped.
Right. So would you say creating content helped your imposter syndrome, or how did you push through that?
It helped me with communication, helped me communicate better with my audience. It helped me realize that what I was doing there was helpful for people, and that builds up your confidence. You stop doubting yourself. Of course, and man, what I did was also crazy. Like I was working for a company. I decided to create content in a language that doesn't have a strong currency. Like
Mm,
it's a very huge gap what someone can afford in America and what someone can afford in Brazil. So people that are
right.
signing up for the high level plans, there are people. These people are not like middle class. It's not like I can it's like $97. It's a lot in Brazil. It's a third of their salary, or the minimum salary. $97 in America, it's not that much money. You can have you could be working at McDonald's and be able to afford $97 on high level to get your first 3 clients if that was your plan, to get out from 9 to 5 and start your own business. But in Brazil, it's way harder than that. So it was a crazy thing that I was doing, but I was able to do it, and
Good.
I feel happy. I feel happy about it. Like I feel like there isn't a lot of things now that put fear in me when I'm making decisions because of this that I've done.
So good. Nice. Can you share a moment when you lost the most clients, the kind of setback that made you question if you should keep going?
Yeah, it was September. That's when I saw that my churn rate was huge, huge. I was still working for a digital marketing agency. I was building my SaaS in the meantime. I didn't have time to support anyone, so all they had was the videos that I had put out. But because of the content, people were still joining. They were paying for it. But seeing like 50 people getting in and then 30 leaving, 25 leaving, that's when you say, did I do the right thing? Should I not focus on this? Should I just be a 9 to 5? Should I just be a media buyer? But as you see other people doing it successfully, as you go into the community, you talk with more people, you build connections, you just learn how other ways that you can do better. It's like that. It's not like one thing that I would say is like never be in a comfort zone. Like always try to do something new. Like take risks. I would say if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I took a huge risk, and now I would say I'm collecting the good things from that risk. It was
Right.
really yeah. Like some nights I didn't sleep just thinking about, okay, what type of content I need to put out, what I'm going to do tomorrow.
So let's dig a
It
little bit
was tough.
deeper into that, to what happened in that September. Like, why do you think that these 25, 30 people churn in that 1 month? What went wrong?
They didn't have any way to be supported. You know,
Aha.
the I also say that the offer is a strong offer. High level has so many features that it's hard for you to not put a strong offer out. You know, when you talk about the features, when you talk about the things that it's capable of doing, so it's hard for you to not to create an offer that people will say, oh, I want to see this too. Like it's especially in Brazil, it's a CRM that has features that other CRMs do not have. So people will be always curious to see what this is, and they want to join, they want to see, they want to buy. And I had a lower price, so people didn't see like, oh, I'm gonna get all of this for this. But then they join, they see I know how to create my account, I know how to connect my calendars, but how do I build a funnel here? Like I have to do this from scratch. What's the way to do it? People are used to WordPress and say, this builder is not as good, but it's a process. I still think that the builder is not as good, but there are ways for you to make it better. You can add CSS. You can make simple pages there too. You don't need to build like your portfolio on a high level funnel. You use that for specific things that you want people to go through, a specific path that you want people to go through. So it's those explanations, that content, that support that made so many people leave and made me realize, okay, I need to be doing something else. On October, that's when I made the decision. So I need to stop working for the digital marketing agency. I need to focus on a SaaS. So I'm gonna do Zoom sessions every week. That was the turning point for me.
Zoom sessions it is, ladies and gentlemen, and pretty good videos and help docs. If you want to benefit from white label help docs, click the link in the description below. Check it out. We have tons and tons of white label videos that you can put into a membership site and give access to your clients so they can learn how to use your white label extensively. Were there any other moments where you questioned if you could really make this SaaS thing work? Any other moments where you're like, damn, this is hard?
Well, the beginning was when I had the most doubts, especially because High Level was built for the American public. So
Ah.
if you think about the features that we had for WhatsApp, like last year, like around April, May, we could send a text and that was it. We couldn't send anything else. We couldn't send an image, video, or anything else. So the beginning, that was the main thing for me. Like, how can I introduce this to Brazil? And we use audios, use like other types of payment methods. You know, there's Pix. Like nobody in the whole world knows what Pix is besides Brazilian people, but it's huge. It's very popular there. So those are things that made me question if I should be doing it. And Stripe, like in Brazil, it's very bad because the credit card payments, you only receive like after 30 days. So people need to have like a huge cash flow if they have a lot of clients to maintain all those rebillings, all those charges in the wallet and still be able to keep everything running.
30 days,
That was,
wow.
yeah, those are the things that made me question. But with time, we see other WhatsApp integrations coming out. So that was one of the things that helped. The WhatsApp feature from High Level, they also made it better. They are constantly updating it, being able to integrate other payment methods. I was able
Yeah.
to find a guy that he has a payment platform from Brazil that's able to capture payments in Pix, in Boleto, which we use in Brazil. So that also has helped. But yeah, like with more time passing, there's one thing I forgot: the translation. That was the other part that made me really question. And now they have created a direct communication channel that you can give feedback on translation. That was the last thing that was worrying me because in some of the cases, the translation was, I mean, I love High Level, but it was ridiculous. It made no sense. Like we had like a list of languages and Facebook was an option. YouTube was an option. You know, like it was just bad translation work. But now they have created a better channel. I was in the Slack channel giving direct feedback to people in High Level as well. So those things help saying, okay, we are moving to the right direction. It might not be 100%. It might not be perfect now, but we are moving in a direction that more and more people will be able to use this in Brazil, in other markets as well.
Always work in progress.
Yeah.
What was the toughest day in your SaaS journey? The one where you thought everything you had built might fall apart?
Oh, that was, I think, a couple of months ago when Cloudflare had that huge outage. Nobody was able to connect to High Level. I wasn't able to do anything. Automation stopped working, and everyone in the community was panicking. So that was the last time I felt like that. Say, man, this can't be happening. But then, like you understand, okay, it wasn't High Level. It was like an outage that affects several companies. So it's not that bad, and software will break. Those things will happen. Just don't panic.
Don't panic. Stay cool. When you hit those low points, churn spikes, failed launches, maybe deals falling through, what kept you from walking away?
Now I have in my mind that what I'm doing is way bigger than myself. When I created my YouTube channel, like I said, I came from an IT background and I used to do presentations on features on how certain things work, but it was like presentations on Word, Excel, basic applications for Office. Then I worked at a software company and I was training them on how to use their software. I used to write blogs as well. But like I said, like I needed to do something different. And when I started learning about more marketing, so I came from an IT background. So it's not like I want to to find a way to see how this knowledge can be used to make money. I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking, okay, instead of creating blogs, now I'm going to create videos. I'm going to show how these things work. And hopefully I can be a YouTuber in the future and just putting content out. And that was the plan. But it took a different direction. Uh, but it made me realize that what I'm doing now, it's bigger than myself. It's not like I'm the guy and people need to follow me. Like I'm part of someone's journey for their success, but there are other people that can provide content as well. But what I think is that the content that I put out, I can impact a lot more people than I was doing in the past. I have like the first time, my first summer after I graduated from college here, I was working as an attendant at an ice cream shop. And I was learning about ads and I told her, Give me $200, I'll run ads for you and I'll bring more clients." So that was my first time running ads for a client. I was learning, from this Portuguese course, and I decided, okay, I'm gonna get $200. I'm gonna put ads for this lady, and I'm gonna bring more clients to her. And it helped, and it worked. It was amazing. Like that was the first time I seen, man. I learned from this guy on YouTube, and now I'm able to do this. So for me, that was when it clicked. I said,
Yeah.
man, I need to be providing more content. Like there are things that I know. I'm not an expert on everything, but there are things that I know that I can help people out. And then when you see the comments, when you see what people are saying, like people in the community, people give testimonials, that's when you see, okay, I'm part of something bigger. Like I'm put something out that I'm not even charging people anything, and it's causing an impact in their lives. So that for me was a click that I say, okay, man, what I'm doing here is something really, really like. I'm not gonna say like something really important, but it's something that for people might be a game changer for them.
Right. I love that for you. If you had to start over today at 0 subs, but with everything you know now, how would you rebuild?
I would start definitely with content. One thing that I'm not good at is the short content, like those. I haven't figured out TikTok yet. On Instagram, I'm getting better with time, but my type of content is long form content. Like, okay, this is the computer right here. This is where you click. This is where you go. If you do this, you might see that. This is the right way to do it. So that's the type of content that I like putting out. And but if I was gonna start again, I'll probably try to do something on TikTok, Instagram, try to get better at those. Because those, it's insane the amount of people that you can reach with. I'm not gonna even say it with TikTok dances, but with those TikTok that go viral, like there is a framework for you to go viral. That's the framework that I haven't dominated yet, but that's my plan. And if I were was going to start again from scratch, the content part is the first one that I would try to get better at.
Got it. The hardest hidden challenge of scaling past 100 subs that nobody talks about. What is that?
Well, that's I'm in the journey now of doing that. So
You've already
what I
scaled past 100. So you're at 140
yeah,
already.
but now my next step is 500, So I
Right.
still
Of
don't have
course.
the framework to go to 100 to 500. I have been, like I said, I haven't been doing, I do some ads, but most of my clients come from my organic content. So sometimes I'm limited to the amount of people that I can reach and the amount of people that can sign up for my SaaS. So my plan, my plan is doing what I just told that was going to be my plan if I was going to start from scratch, is to dominate the networks that can make myself go viral. Those short content. That's my next plan. I feel like most of my content is mid and bottom of the funnel. So it's people that already know they need a tool that will automate their work. It's people that already have a problem with lead follow up. So those are the people that ended up watching my content. But I need a way to put my content in front of people that doesn't even know about automation, that maybe they still don't have the problem with lead follow-up. They are creating their business now, but putting content in front of those people, I think that will be for me the way to scale.
Interesting. I would have expected from an ads guy, I would have expected you say ads.
I love running ads, but I love organic content as well. I
Yeah.
said, like, I have run ads sometimes, but I feel like the organic clients that they are the ones that tend to stay.
Interesting. Have you tried to run ads to get SaaS clients before?
I'm doing that now, and I'm getting clients. It's just I'm testing out the webinar format. I've never
Yep.
done webinars before, so that's what
Oh,
I'm doing
really?
now. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm still like testing things. So I feel like in the beginning, when I was doing the free course, that I wasn't sure if the content now was good enough, if it was preparing people enough. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm jumping into webinars. So I've just created my first one that I'm running. I've been running for 4 days. I already have 20 leads. No signups yet. No signups yet. But it's a thing that I will test it out. Next week, I'm going to record a second webinar to compare against this one to see if I can get a better conversion, more
Mhm.
signups, or at least one sign up. But yeah, that's the plan. And like I said, it's something that I'm getting out of my comfort zone. Doing webinars, never done it before. I'm just trying things out.
I would just pick up the phone and call these 20 leads and say, hey, what's up? Why didn't you sign up? How can we help you? And then you get the feedback right away if
That's
you feel
actually a good
confident
plan.
doing
I
that.
was thinking about having someone to just reach out to them on WhatsApp, asking what they thought about the presentation, if there's anything that could help them make the decision. But yeah,
WhatsApp is a bit more low key versus calling is like, well, they don't really have a chance to ghost you if they pick up the phone. If they see your WhatsApp, they still kind of like can decide not to reply. But if they're on the call, you can always, hook them in with something specific you can say then to either reschedule a call if they don't have time just right now or just get feedback right there and then.
yeah, I would say in Brazil, WhatsApp is a good approach.
Mhm.
But I need to test it out. I need to call them and send the WhatsApp message. Let's see what works better. Everything is a test. I'm
Sure.
constantly A/B testing.
Sure, it's all about the data. What's the one decision that's had the biggest impact on reaching 13K MRR?
Was definitely reducing my churn rate. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, being able to be there. One thing that happens when you're also on YouTube, uh, people people will like you or people won't like you. The people that like you, and if you are there in the Zoom sessions, the people that like you will just say, "Oh, this is amazing!" Like someone said, "Man, it's amazing that you have the opportunity to be here with us because we know that's not going to happen forever." And the guy's right. I mean, I'm not going to be forever supporting people Tuesday and Thursday
Right.
forever in my life, but it's
Why
just
not?
like I thought about that. It's funny
No,
you said that
just
because
joking.
I wouldn't have a problem if all I had to do during the week was get into the Zoom support session 2 hours a week. I can do that. That's for me, that's not a problem. If that's all I need to do. But the thing is, there are other things involved as well. You need to build your business. You need to grow your business. You need to work on
Sure.
strategies to grow the business. But I would do that with pleasure. I like being there for them. I like to be there at the situation that I know it's any question that can come out. So, but I'm there. I say, "Hey, guys, what do you need help with? Tell me. Share your screen. Show me what's wrong, and I'll figure it out for you, or try the best as I can too."
Lucas, if you had to leave SaaS tomorrow, what's the lesson you would want every SaaSpreneur to remember?
If I leave SaaS tomorrow, I would say that I think every company should have levels of service that it's do yourself, done with you, and done for you. Because that's how I was able to scale. Because if I didn't have all those tiers, I would either be like too busy, because I would have to be part of every fulfillment, or I wouldn't have a good revenue either, because it will be only do yourself and it's a low ticket. So it's the having the tiers, having the options. One thing I've learned is not being product centric, but being consumer centric. When you're product centric, I don't know, maybe you sell cameras and you're product centric, you need to show this product to as many people as you can. And if people don't want to buy, you need to find new people to show your product to. But when you're customer centric, you provide video technology to people. You can provide headset, you can provide mics, you can provide a service where you guide them how to create their own podcast. You can provide software that will help them building like a good multimedia studio. So you can help people in several levels. It can be just a guide that you put out that people will read. Okay, this guy has other products that can help me. So you have no limit when it comes to helping people when you are customer centric instead of product centric.
Awesome. Let's move into the MRR minute, a quick fire round. I'm going to ask you 5 quick questions. Give me 5 quick answers. What's the one SaaS you pay for that you would never cancel outside of HighLevel?
It's a tough one. Would you consider NAN a SaaS? Because
Yeah.
that's the one that I would not get rid of right now in any way possible.
Awesome. One tactic that added the most subs for you?
That would be putting content out.
Right, content. Here we go.
Yeah, content
Yeah,
out.
good.
Putting content.
Next question. Number 1 churn killer. Not offering support. We already know that. If you could only track one metric in SaaS, which one would it be?
You will be average ticket value.
Awesome. And lastly, the biggest myth about scaling a SaaS.
I would say a myth would be just running ads, with no strategy. Ads can work when you have the right strategy, when you have the right data. But the biggest myth is that just put $2,000 on ads and you get clients. That's a myth.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Is there anything else you would like to add that we didn't cover yet?
I just would like to say a little bit of my background story. In 2019, I moved to the United States and I came here with a soccer scholarship. And in my preseason, I got a complete ACL tear. I come here with a soccer scholarship and I wasn't able to play soccer. But I came here with a 50% scholarship. And during my first semester, the way that I was able to keep studying, I was doing intro to film arts, and my teacher liked the work that I was putting out. So she gave me a full scholarship on creative writing. So I was talking about content. If it wasn't because of that, I probably wouldn't be here, because after graduating, that's when I got the job as a ice cream parlor attender. And then from there, I started running ads. Then I started running ads for a digital marketing agency. But it was because of content. Like I was in school creating content, but it was the creative writing. It was copywriting that made possible for me to be here. If it wasn't for that, I'll probably be still in Brazil and I wouldn't have met HighLevel probably. And I don't know where I would be now. So that was one thing. Do content,
Amazing.
guys. Great content.
You have done so well. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for being an amazing guest on my show today.
Thank you for inviting me, Tina. Hopefully we'll see each other in one of the HighLevel events in the future.
Eventually, for sure. You have just heard how powerful HighLevel is for building and scaling SaaS. If you want to follow the same or a similar path, click the link in the description, sign up via my affiliate link and get your free trial or upgrade your existing subscription. You will also get access to my personal resources to help you grow faster. I will see you on the other side.